And hello, welcome back to Blake's Den, and in this video I'm going to see if I can fit this new diesel engine to my worn out generator, which is behind. So let's make a start. So quite a while ago I bought this generator as a non-runner. It wouldn't start. I did a video on it and basically I could not get it to run. Not enough compression. One of the cylinder head bolts had stripped in the block. No matter what I did, couldn't fix it. I tried helicoiling it. I couldn't get it to stay in. The block was all chewed up. Tried chemical metaling it. Again, it just wasn't having it. So kind of like wrote it off as a bad job and went, okay. And then a few weeks later, I managed to pick up this brand new engine, exactly the engine I need, for a bargain price. So brand new, like from China, it's £500 or so. And I picked this one up local. I think I paid about $130 for it or something like that. So, and it is brand new. It is not being run at all. So if we look at the oil, so the oil is like super clean. You can barely see it. New starter motor. There's just no like heat staining on it or anything like that. And yeah, this should work in the generator. So this is what's known as a 186 diesel engine. So this one's a Yanmar, and this one's just like a generic made in China one, like a clone of it. It is identical. It's got a tapered shaft on it needed for the generator. Comes with all the ancillaries. It's got the the starter motor on it, starter solenoid, air intake, and yeah, it's all there. I just basically need to pull that one out, drop this one in, swap over some of the things like the governor on it, and then we're away. I'd previously stripped the cover. The cover's over there at the moment. I labelled all the wires, and you can see I've got labels on there, so I know where they need to go. So all that is good. Now, before I fit the engine, it'd be nice to know if this engine actually works. It's got good compression. I can barely turn it over when it gets to top dead center or just before. But I need to set up a bit of a rig to test this to see if it's actually a runner. So I'm going to bring you back in a second, and hopefully we'll have a test rig set up for this. Right, I've brought you outside now to see my test setup. So I've just clamped the engine to this little trolley I've got on this dolly. I've got the battery, jump leads coming around. Positive comes around to the big nut on the starter. Negative is just going to the block. A diesel engine only needs fuel and air to run, no spark. There is a fuel stop solenoid, which is that thing there. So I have a wire there. So that's now opened the fuel solenoid. I heard it clicking, not sure if you heard it. I've got a little bit of fuel in the fuel filter. And now, basically, if I just short out between that little probe there, which is the starter solenoid, and the live, yeah, you can tell it starts turning over. Not very well because I didn't have a very good connection there. So basically, I need to do that, and I need to do that until it runs. I've got to purge all the air out of the system and out the fuel lines, so I may have to crack off injector lines. I'm not sure. I can make it easy. I can hold the decompression lever down, make it spin faster as well. That'll pop up after like 180 degrees or 360. I can't remember. But yeah, basically, I'm just going to do that until this goes bang, 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 bang and runs. So wish me luck. Okay, we've lost something there. Let's check. So now with a bigger battery on, we're ready to go. Worth mentioning diesel runaway as well. If you don't know what that is, have a look on YouTube. There's some spectacular engine failures, but basically a diesel engine, because you have no spark, it's quite difficult to kill. So if this runs away, I can kill it by removing the wire to the fuel solenoid, which will shut off the fuel, or I just put my hand over the intake and I'll just starve it that way. So let's see if this will go. Right, situation update. I've still not got it started yet in terms of bleeding the fuel, but it will run if I squirt some starting fluid down the intake, as I will show you now. Stop a rest for a minute, and I noticed that the old engine had this on, which is like a manual control valve or control lever, and I think the position of this is quite critical. So what I did was, before I put that on, I cranked over this, and there was no fuel squirting out of the injector. Put this on, put it in the run position, and now there is. So in theory it should now run, but one of the problems I have is this bounces around so much it's pulling this little lead off. So let me see if I can bleed the injectors again, and we'll see if it runs on its own fuel. So I've just put a little switch on to make life easier. Yeah, we've got it pouring out over there now, because I've not tightened it up properly. So that's good. I can see the fuel level dropping anyway in the filter. So I put my earth back on. That works. And having the exhaust facing the garage was a bad idea. So yeah, that was fun. At least I know it's a good engine now, so it's ready to go on the generator. But I think I'll do that in a separate video. So if you liked this video, press that like button below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any comments, drop them below. I respond to all of my comments and questions. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.